and welcome. I'm Jen. If we haven't met, I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them hopefully for a profit. Today I have 7 items that I'm shipping out for a gross sales amount of $233.51. I will share my total profit at the end. Most of these sold on eBay with promoted promoted fees. Yes.
Where did you put the sand toys after we?
They're right there in that toy box. This is a pair of shoes. These are Earth Origins, and they don't have a great sell-through rate. The average sale price is is $18.54 with a 13% sell-through rate. I will tell you that I looked through the solds and most of them were like leather clogs that sold. Certainly not something like this. One thing I noticed, yeah, they do have like an actual style name in here. So I don't know if I should have looked up the actual style name, but I can tell you I don't think it's very good one. But I don't know if, honey, you're being real loud.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We I've lost my train of thought. Are you taking those to the backyard? Okay, thank you. All right, I apologize for the interruption. That's how it is around here. There goes the other one. There's only 2 more, so hopefully that means I'll only be interrupted 2 more times. Okay, we'll see. I think I talked about all of these that I wanted to say. These sold for $19 plus shipping on eBay. I paid 79 cents for them at my favorite thrift store, but 11 months ago. And, you know, considering the low average sale price, the not very popular style, it's not surprising to me. But my profit is $17.07, so that's good. I am shipping them in a poly mailer. I ship shoes in poly mailers, and I've really not ever had an issue with it. So hopefully that will still be the case. I'm never telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I do. I do think I made a little bit of money on the shipping on that. All right, this next item is different than what I normally sell. It's a book. It's called Speaking Spanish with Miss Mason and Francois. And this is a Spanish curriculum book for homeschool. It is a Charlotte Mason. Oh, now there's a train. Just, you know, it's always, never know what you get here. Shipping with Jen is always an adventure. All right, maybe that's what I should title this. I'm not going to. So Charlotte Mason is I mean, you're not here for homeschooling talk, so we don't even really need to talk about it. It's just a style of homeschooling. The point is, homeschool curriculum can be very worthwhile, and when I tell you the sell-through rate on this particular book, you'll see why. So the average sale price is $40.10 for this book. The sell-through rate is 75%. That means 75% of the items that were listed in the last 90 days have sold. So that's really good, in my opinion. Actually, it's fantastic. In a lot of people's opinions, I think. 75% is great. And yeah, this sold, it took a little more than a month, not much, and it sold for $35. I had it listed at $50. Somebody offered me $35. I thought that was worth it. This was mine. I bought it. Now there's a truck. There's another one coming. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't too distracting. It's all distracting. I'm distracting. All right. Get it together, Jen. I don't know. They offered me $35. I figured that was close enough to the $40. It was mine, so it's zero cost of goods. I actually had a full cost of goods because I bought it new. I homeschool, if you didn't know. For our personal use, I didn't really like the way it was set up, so I decided not to use it. They paid a total of $42.25. My profit is $26.78. I paid $3.16 extra in promoted fees. So right now I have promotion set at 7%. I'll talk about that in a second. This is super cute, I think. I love this little print, but this is a linen t-shirt, essentially. It's Rachel Zoe? I don't know. I don't think it matters. I mean, it matters to someone probably, but the point is, this is not a brand I buy unless it's 100% linen. It is one, when I go to TJ Maxx, it's a brand I see a lot at TJ Maxx. So it never sells for much, and this is no exception. This does not sell much. So I don't buy it unless it's like very, very inexpensive. So the average sale price is $13.32, the 17% sell-through rate for a Rachel Zoe linen top. And this one sold for $10 on Poshmark. Usually I don't take offers that low, but since they restructured the fee, it was still in that 3-week weird fee structure, and so the fees weren't as much. They were only $208 instead of now. Today it's reverting back to the 20%, and then if it sells under $15, it will be a flat $2.95. So I don't know. I still, let's see, I paid $1 for that shirt. I still only made $6.92, which is not super great, not at all. All right, the rest of these sold on eBay and all promoted. This is a paintball shirt. The brand rather, I don't even know. Doesn't, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, I may have done actually I know I did the sell-through rate wrong on this. It's Smart Parts. I know that I wrote Smart Pants in the search on the eBay research tool. Oh my goodness. That is exactly something I would do. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you the sell-through rate because it's null and void. All right, I got interrupted, so I went ahead and looked it up real quick. The average sale price is $17.27 with a 33% sell-through rate. I had a pair of pants that matched it, but when I got home, they weren't actually the same size. And those actually sold for $60 really fast, and I made $37 off of them in profit. This sold for $31.96. I believe they used my 15% off coupon that I have on my store all the time. And they paid a total of $36.27. The weather is changing and I can feel it in my body. All right. I paid $6.30 for this 3 months ago. And so that makes my profit $17.69. Oh my goodness. I got it in there. When I ship on eBay, I do calculated shipping and I offer a choice of Ground Advantage or Priority. They almost always choose Ground Advantage. And then I have 2 different sizes of poly mailers that I ship in most of the time. I would say 99% of the time. There's boxes that I use sometimes for bras and belts and hats, but I think I told you all of that. Okay. The extra fees on that was only 97 cents. I don't know why it was so low. Okay. This is a dress. It is like velour, has patch pockets right here. Just like a knee length long sleeve. It's very soft. It's pure Jill, which is a J Jill line, and this is definitely one that I look for. J Jill is one of my favorite, kind of bread and butter brands anyway. And, just brands that I know will sell for me within an amount of money that I am willing to sell it for. I aim for like $15 in profit per item, and so that's kind of what I think of as like bread and butter. If I can make $15 about on an item and I know it will sell, then I'm good with that. Anyway, this Pure Jill velour dress has an average sale price of $20.36 and a 13% sell-through rate, which isn't high. Mine sold for $22 plus shipping. They paid a total of $33.20. And that I was reminded in the comments that the shipping rates have gone up for the holidays, which is, it happens every year. Never surprised, but I'm always surprised because I just forget. And, everything's going up. It's just kind of how it is right now in the world, I think. Maybe not the world, but at least the US, it seems. This took 4 months to sell. I bought it at the bins, the Goodwill outlet, where you pay by the pound. So I average my cost of goods as $2. So that makes my profit $17.91. Yes, ma'am. You're just watching me. You're so sweet.
Yeah. Oh, and your hair looks really cute today.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually was not really liking it, but thank you. That makes me happy. All right, these are a pair of men's pants. They're cargo pants. They're that performance material. I think you can kind of hear that. They're stretchy. The brand is Duluth, which again is a brand that I like to sell. Personally, I have over 50% sell-through rate. And actually, I have an item that sold yesterday that I need to dig through a bin to find, and they're also Duluth, so I thought that was kind of funny. So the Duluth cargo pants have an average sale price of $20.86 with a 29% sell-through rate, so I think that's pretty good. When I'm shopping, I aim for about 25%. However, you can tell, but that's not always the case. I don't always find that. So, for some reason, I wonder if I didn't add performance today, that performance material in the search, and I wonder if I did that when I was listing it, because I listed them for $35, $34.96. Pretty sure they used my 15% off coupon. They paid a total of $40.22. And so that's like way more than the average sale price that I just said of $20. So I'm wondering if that performance material was a factor in that. It probably was. It only took 6 weeks to sell too, considering that. So I only paid $2 for them at my favorite thrift store. And that makes my profit $22.62 on these pants, which I am very pleased. Very, very pleased. Yeah, I think all of these items, except the ones that I found on, or that I sold on Poshmark. Poshmark was really low sales. This is it. J Jill, I paid an extra $2.46 in fees. the Duluth pants, I paid an extra $3.33 in fees. This is really funny. I sold one of these last week and I was like, once I sell one, they usually start selling, because I had this in a multi-quantity listing. So this is a Athleta Conscious Crop tank top sports bra type deal. And the sell-through rate isn't actually that great. It's an average sale price of $20.14 with a 15% sell-through rate. And that's in plus sizes. I bought these at a liquidation store, so I have like 3 of the same size and 3 of another size in a different color and 3 of another size in the same color. I don't know. I only paid 80 cents for each of them, so I thought that was low enough. With a, you know, multi-quantity listing is really easy to do. And yeah, so I have them listed for $25, and then I send out 20% off offers. So they accepted the offer, so it was $19.97 plus shipping. So they paid $27.37, and it took 2 months to sell. My profit is $15.13, and that's like exactly what happened when the other one sold. I don't remember if it was earlier this week or last week, but all right, like I said, I have one more item, and it's a pair of Duluth jeans that sold for $14 on Poshmark. Again, those low things. But I was in the middle of, it's taken me like 2 months, I think. I took some stuff out of my inventory boxes, kind of doing like a purge just to give myself some more space, because I don't have very much space out here. So I do purge about twice a year, once in the fall, and then usually at the beginning of the year, which seems like very close together, but I'm trying to remember if I purged it all earlier than the fall. I don't think so, but anyway, the point is I have to dig through a bin to find it, and I did a quick search to try and find it, and I didn't. But since it sold on Poshmark, I'm not worried about it. I will probably find it later on today and ship it out tomorrow. That was in my totals though. So my gross sales amount was $233.51 minus the $14, right? My profit on those jeans was $10. So my total profit was $134.53. minus that $10, I guess, on these items that you just saw. So the other item that I sold on Poshmark was like a $6-7 profit. My profit on Poshmark total was only $17. So the extra fees that I paid for promoted listings was $13.75 on 6 items. As I was doing it, like as I was going through and like seeing all those little things, I was like, oh my word, it just seems like I'm paying so much. But when I added it up together, it's really only $13, $14, and I made $117 on Poshmark. So for me, that little bit extra, I think, was worth it, especially considering the reason I increased my promo. I don't think I ever said this. Usually I run my promoted listings at 2 to 3%. I'll go 2, 2.5, 3, 2.5, 2. I don't know. I just kind of like mix it up. But earlier this week, I was really struggling with sales, and it seemed like just nothing was selling. I had a couple good days, and then not. And anyway, and it seems like once I upped those promoted listings to 7%, it does seem like my sales kind of took off on eBay a little better. So, and I'm seeing that in my little bar graph. There's a little bar graph in your seller hub. I'm seeing that significantly. So for me, I think it's hard to experiment with the promoted listings because there's no control. There's no control group. Like if I could leave, I mean, I guess I could leave part of my listings. I don't know. That just feels too complicated, and I want simple and easy right now. So, but right now it seems like 7% has helped my sales, and I'm willing to pay the extra $13 to finally get my sales rolling. My concern is what happens when my sales fall off again, which they will. They do. It just is kind of a roller coaster of sales with reselling. It seems that's been my experience in the last 3 years of reselling. So I'm not really sure what happens next. Do I have to increase to 10%? Do I then have to increase to 12? I don't want to keep increasing because I don't want to keep paying more and more, if that makes sense. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts, your input, do you have experience? I know Kaylee Elaine did a huge, that's weird. Sorry, there's a car just driving very slowly in front of my house. They went one way and then they went the other way. I don't love that. Okay. If you don't know, I work in my garage, and my garage door is right behind you, and it's open because it is lovely out today, and the sun is great for lighting and the breeze and the fresh air. And anyway, I love my garage door open. It's my favorite thing. But I get distracted, and sometimes there's noises and things that happen. I had a bird fly, like almost fly in one video. It like was in the doorway. Whew, that was crazy. Okay, yeah, I got distracted again. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, I would love to know. Kaylee Elaine. Kaylee Elaine did an experiment where she put all of her promoted listings at 15% for like a month, and then she did a whole video on it. So that is, if you're interested in something a little more specific than me just chatting about my, couple day experience here, that was a really good video. But I still, even then, like, she didn't have a control. Any experiment has to have a control. It's kind of I'm not very sciencey, but I do know that. Anyway, yeah, let me know. Do you have an opinion? Do you have a thought? Do you have experience? What do you promote at? Do you promote? Let me know all of those things. I want to know everything. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you soon.